Right now at 5:30 on News for Jackson, the number of people without a place to live in Jacksonville is growing as the cost of housing has become out of reach for many. The latest study shows over 1,200 people are unhoused in Jacksonville, and of that, 700 have recently lost their home.
The city council held a special meeting about the issue today, and the mayor is hoping to spend millions to help handle the problem. Today, News for Jax reporter Jim Pickett took to the streets to find out what people think needs to happen now.
So I'm out here with Ron, and we're in downtown Jacksonville talking about the homeless situation out here. Ron, the city's having a meeting, and they're talking about what they should do. If you had a chance to tell them anything, what would you tell them?
I would say don't judge a book by its cover. Like I said before, bad things happen to good people. And when you get into a certain situation, it's hard to get out. A lot of people think, well, go get a job, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. It's not as easy as it sounds.
Ron's comments were echoed by others I talked to in Jacksonville today. Not only those who are homeless, but those working to address the problem. Council members have formed a committee to address the issue, but I went and asked someone there who deals with it every day. Cindy Funkhauser, who heads up the shelter, the Salzbacher Center here in Jacksonville. And so what is it that could solve this problem?
Well, the number one solution, of course, is to find more capacity in housing itself. Because what has happened, as you know, is that over the last 5 years, especially with the pandemic, we saw a lot of different investors coming into our city from all over the country, snapping up properties, snapping up apartments that had once been affordable, jacking up the prices. Within 3 years, I think the rent went up 47% in Jacksonville, Florida. So we need to address those issues, but most importantly, we need to figure out how to get more housing into the pipeline.
This committee hopes to do that, but also deal with the problem right now. Jacksonville has seen many committees before, so I asked the head of this committee, Councilmember Joe Carlucci, how is this different?
People want to take action on it. I know my colleagues want to take action on it. So I think we're going to be fine there. I cringe when I hear the word committee, but this is going to be action-based first.
That action includes a homeless trust fund of sorts, $1 million from City Council that could go along with Mayor Deegan's nearly $4 million that she hopes will be used to deal with the problem. But the goal of this committee is to also come up with a long-term solution that could be a permanent plan to help those without a home. Jim Pickett, Channel 4, the local.